Hey, welcome back to my channel. I'm making another Marvel Rivals concept, and today's hero was suggested by Redhead2302 from Instagram. As if reading my mind, they suggested Mockingbird, and what else could I do but jump at the opportunity to draw and design a concept for who is probably my favorite Avenger of all time. I was always going to end up doing this character, and this just gave me the excuse to move her up my list. So let's not waste any more time and get into it. So let me give a little summary of this character. Mockingbird, aka Barbara or Bobby Morse, first appeared in 1971 in Astonishing Tales number 6. She was trained as a S.H.I.E.L.D. agent, but also fought as an Avenger, was a founder of the West Coast Avengers, and at some point she received a version of the super soldier serum that gave her enhanced healing and strength and all of that. She also has a PhD in biology and is just awesome all around. Now, some of you are probably wondering, do we really need another blonde white woman in this game? And, well, let's be real here. This is Marvel we're talking about. They are never gonna run out of blonde female characters. So we should just accept it, but the challenge becomes this. How can I make this design stand out from the rest, both from the ones that already exist in the game and those that may come later? So since none of the blondes in-game have their hair up, I chose a ponytail hairstyle for Mockingbird. It was marginally inspired by this look from the comics, so there's that. There's not a lot of mask wearers in the game, or in Marvel as a whole, honestly, but almost every iteration of Mockingbird's design has one, or at least something akin to it. So I wanted to keep this element in my design by combining aspects of the classic wing-shaped ones with a more contemporary version. I took a similar approach to designing the rest of the suit, combining elements from essentially 3 versions of her comic appearances. The super short crop jacket and wing shapes are inspired by the modern cape-like design, but the wings are also modified to appear more similar in silhouette to the bell sleeves of the Bronze Age. Also throughout the classic comic ages, this kind of boot was part of every character's design, including Mockingbird. And since I couldn't really find a way to fit that into the modern style of Rivals, I ended up giving her this sort of open bell-bottom design. Is it practical? Not really, but I think it also adds something different to the overall design and silhouette while referencing the original design. I also added buttons to this part to emulate this version of her comic appearance. I didn't really mention any ideas about in-game abilities for the last 2 heroes I did, because really I'm only tangentially obsessed with Rivals, meaning I don't really play the game, I only care about the designs and storyline. But, that being said, I kind of have an idea about what Mockingbird's abilities might look like. So, in the comics, her main weapon is this bow staff that can be extended or split into 2 batons. See, the problem is that Rivals has given this aspect of her arsenal to Black Widow, which I will blame the MCU for. But whatever, I think Mockingbird works as a primarily close-range melee duelist, where her basic ability uses her 2 batons. But she can change her reach by switching to the long staff, and even more with an ability that can extend her staff to stab or sweep enemies. I also think she can have an ability like this scene from Earth's Mightiest Heroes, where she uses the staff to ride upwards and comes down swinging. If you think these ideas are bad, you don't have to tell me, because this is an art channel. And so let's take a look at the final render. Let me know what you think about this design in the comments, and also remember to like and subscribe to see more of these Rivals concepts, or to check out my previous ones. If you have a suggestion for who I should do next, also leave that in the comments. Follow me on Instagram and Blue Sky to keep up to date with my other work, and support me directly on Ko-fi. I'm also on Redbubble and InPrint. Go look, my links are all in the description below. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching. Bye!